Good evening, Fernwood. My name is Neil. Come on in and let us spend some time watching Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman, a sneakily subversive soap opera from the 70s. I love that S alliteration. We are heading into the April 22nd, 1976 episode. Let us do a brief recap of yesterday's. At the top of yesterday's episode, Mary really wanted to call the police because Tom had been beaten up by some thugs that he really couldn't identify. It's somewhat union related, but it's still a little bit vague in Tom's mind. Tom really doesn't want anything to do with the cops. Meanwhile, there's a cop not too far away, and that's Dennis Foley, who expressed to his girlfriend Roberta that he wanted to marry someone else, but also keep her in his life. And I have feelings about that, which we've talked about. Over in the Haggers' home, Muriel makes a mysterious call since the Haggers are away to a friend named Bina, who apparently has a kid actor online to be Timmy, the son of Muriel and Charlie. So, no, there's no real son. It is definitely going to be an actor playing the son, a teenager of some sort, and that is some sneaky stuff. Then Clyde comes into the Haggard's home and explains to Muriel that Loretta's career is done. He brings in the last check and a letter to explain the situation. Of course, the check goes on the mantle where Loretta and Charlie should be able to find it, but then Muriel stashes it in her bra where she apparently stashes everything. Then back to the Hartmans, Dennis Foley shows up because Mary really wanted to call the police. Of course, Tom really wants nothing to do with that. And the episode ends as Dennis presses on the button to get that date happening between him and Mary because, you know, he's the kind of guy who really just wants to bone everything that's all around. That was my brief recap of the April 21st episode. Let us just go ahead and start.
Good to be home. I was kind of hoping on a better homecoming than this. Well, honey, you're tired. It was a long flight. Yeah, and even the skies weren't that friendly this time. Well, at least we saved a little money on the moonlight economy. Yeah, there wasn't no moonlight. There wasn't nothing. I mean, the pilot didn't even come over the loudspeaker like they do and tell you now he's flying over Bryce Canyon, now Boulder Dam. Nothing. Well, honey, most of the passengers was asleep. I wish I could have been asleep. I couldn't even read the itty bitty little pencil lights shining down on 5 words. You had to keep moving the magazine around. I wish it could have been different. Honey, I'm sorry. Shouldn't be complaining like this. Honey, I don't mind you feeling bad. I just wish you'd quit worrying about what happened there in Hollywood. But Charlie, I can't help it. I mean, I don't hate the Jewish people. I don't hate anybody. Honey, I know you don't. I just want you to quit worrying about it. Honey, this is America, and people will understand when you make a little mistake, which wasn't even a mistake because you didn't mean what they said you meant. Yeah, but they've got it in the newspapers and on the news, on TV and everything that my whole career's ruined. And Charlie was just getting started. It is going to continue. Oh, honey, you're so sweet. I mean, you always say that, and I love you for it. But I think I just may as well forget it. Honey, we have been down before. And what? We have a letter. It's from Country Records. Maybe it's another royalty check, honey. Probably for $6.11. You know nobody's buying my record. Open it. Open it. Come on, honey. Come on. 5,002. What did I tell you, honey? What did I tell you? This is America. You're going to make it, and you're going to make it big, right to the top. I think I'm going to start in the house for us and everything while I was gone.
See, you found your check all right.
Yeah, we got the check. How did you know it was a check?
It was hand-delivered by that engineer friend of yours, Clyde.
Good old Clyde. Good old
There was
Clyde.
another letter, too. Now, I wonder where I...
What kind of a letter? What did it say?
Well, something about more contracts.
Did you hear that? That's gotta mean the follow-up single and the album we talked about. Did he say anything else?
Well, I don't really remember. There was something about Loretta not worrying about all that bad publicity because it wasn't going to hurt her record sales.
Did you hear that?
Oh, honey, I sure did. It's sweet music to my ears.
I tell you what. Let us call Clyde right now and hear it from the horse's mouth.
No! I mean, no. You don't, it's not even 6 a.m., Charlie. You wouldn't want to wake him up.
She's right, Charlie. I mean, good news can hear anytime. We can wait.
Good news.
And, speaking of good news,
Are you telling me, Muriel, that you have some other good news for us?
I tell you, if this don't beat all, I can't believe we came in that door down in the dumps just like we was in a trash can alley or something. And now this.
well, Timmy's going to call you tonight.
My own son is going to call me on the telephone?
All the way from Alaska. It's all arranged.
Oh, honey, I have personal goosebumps for you.
Wait a minute, Muriel. Now, I appreciate the phone call and you arranging it and all like that, but that is thousands of miles away now. When am I going to see Timmy? I want to see my Timmy. When am I going to see him right here?
Oh, why don't you just make your own arrangements when you talk to him tonight?
Yeah. Right.
But there's just one thing.
Now what?
I don't like to be reminding you when you're all tired out from your trip and everything, but the girl's got to take care of herself. And I don't want to say you can't see Timmy until I get any money. I mean, that's the last thing in the world I want to say. Really, that's the last thing.
We're going to take care of you now, if that's what you mean. Isn't that right, Charlie?
Well, sure, if we get Timmy right here in Fernwood.
Oh, well, you're going to have all that money coming in, according to that.
Muriel, we'll take care of you. All I want to say is that we'll take care of you when Timmy gets here.
Of course, you're right. This is not the time to talk money. And you go get some rest. Talk to Timmy tonight. And we'll talk about money later. I'm just so glad you're both home, safe and sound.
Honey,
Mm-hmm.
things are looking up.
Oh, no, it's not such a bad homecoming after all, is it?
Sure is.
What's today? What's today? What day is it today?
Today's Thursday.
Oh. Is this coffee, is this fresh coffee or is this reheated from last night?
It's fresh.
You sure it's Thursday?
Yeah, sure. Why?
Nothing. I hate stale coffee left over from last night. It's definitely Thursday, huh?
Thursday. Why? Why do you say?
No, nothing. Just that today's the day that Charlie and Loretta come home.
Oh, they're already back. I saw them drive up about an hour ago.
They're back?
Yeah. Well, you just said you were expecting them.
Oh my God, I can't face Loretta. I mean, I just can't even look. Her career has been smashed to bits. I mean, no more Las Vegas, no more Nashville, no more hit records. Everything's just all gone.
Wait, look, you're her best friend, right? She's gonna need you, honey, really.
No, but Tom, you don't understand. I am in no condition for this. I mean, absolutely no condition. Besides, I really have that other thing on my mind.
What other thing?
It's the Thursday thing. I just have the Thursday thing on my mind. Don't try anything about it. Listen, I can't face it. I can't face it. I want you to take care of it, okay? I just can't face it. I can't. It's too embarrassing. It's too uncomfortable. Okay, I'll be in the other room. I'll be in there.
Mary. Oh, hi, Sally. What happened to you? Oh, nothing at all. I just fell off a ladder. Hey, listen, you guys are back. I'm glad to see you.
Oh, Tom, I hope you feel better. Listen, where's Mary? I'm just dying to see her.
Well, she's, listen, I'm really sorry about what happened. I really am. You don't have to feel sorry. Yeah, Loretta singing can overcome anything, man. Music hath charms to soothe the savage beast. The whole savage country is what Loretta singing has soothed.
Yeah. Where is Mary? I really want to see her.
Well, listen, maybe I should tell you, but she's so upset already, with what happened and all, that she just didn't think she could face it.
Oh, heck, hon, there's nothing to worry about. I'm gonna. Mary! Hey! Mary! Loretta. Hi. Loretta. Oh. Hi. Oh, I'm so sorry. Mary, that's okay. That's okay. No, that's fine.
Oh, no, Loretta, I know how you are, and I know how your faith will get you through any kind of a tough time, but you are finished in the entertainment business. I mean, you are dead, aren't you?
Oh, Mary, no. See, what I'm trying to tell you.
See, Tom, isn't she wonderful? I mean, isn't this exactly how I said it would be? Loretta, my heart is breaking for you.
Oh, Mary, really, there's no need for it to break for me because I'm fine.
Loretta, don't do that. Stop that. Stop that. I saw you on national television, and I saw an entire nation turn against you.
Mary, if you just let me explain, you see, Charlie and I
Do
came
you
to the
believe her?
door.
Do you believe her? Is this exactly what I said? I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Charlie and I came to the door, and there we were home, and we felt all safe and good, right?
Mary, we had a reason to feel good, see, because when we got in the door and everything.
Loretta, just stop talking about it, okay? I mean, either admit it or stop talking about it. Now, why don't we all just sit down and have a very nice cup of coffee, okay?
Okay, Mary, I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm just going to show you about it. Charlie, show the check.
Mary, just take a gander at that.
$5,202.99.
That's right. You got it, honey.
Wow.
And it's, honey, we're going to get more of that because the money's going to keep rolling in because the record is selling and we are going to get more.
Yeah. Because Clyde's brother sent contracts for another single and an album.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, there's more good news, too, on the top of that.
There is more good news?
Yeah, I'm going to talk to my son tonight on the telephone. Really, Charlie? Oh, that's sensational.
All the way from Saskatoon, Alaska.
He's an Eskimo?
No, he's just visiting. That's terrific, man. That's terrific.
This is so wonderful. I can't believe it. I mean, I don't know if it showed or not, but I really thought that your world had fallen apart.
You know, Mary, it hadn't fallen apart. It's just stormy.
Oh, Loretta, I'm just so relieved. It's just so, it's wonderful. It's why don't you go over there and I'll make some coffee for you.
Right.
Okay?
What is it Thursday? Tell me about that. What is it?
What?
No, something about somebody or something. What is it? Huh?
On Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing. It's nothing. And that's just the day that Charlie and Loretta are going to come back.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Why did I do that? Why? Why did I ever make that promise? Haven't you saved your sister before you saved yourself? Oh, Dennis. I should have never made that bargain.
I'm kissing you, Dennis. It's not time for kissing yet. Why am I even saying yet?
I can't imagine.
Dennis, we have to have an understanding.
Mary, I think that you and I understand each other quite well now.
Let me see if I can explain it to you because it's all very clear in my mind, okay? Now, you want me and not my sister, right?
Right.
Right. But you're willing to marry my sister to torment me for not letting you have me.
No. No, not to torment you. Just to be closer.
Fine, closer. Okay, not torment, closeness, right. I understand that. Now, what will it take for you not to marry Kathy?
You.
How much of me?
All of it.
For how long?
If I can have it my way, forever.
Oh, no, I can't do that. No, really, I can't. I just can't do that forever. But I mean, when I married Tom, I promised him, I said, till death do us part. I've already given that part of me away.
All right. We'll work out an arrangement.
What kind of arrangement?
I'll see you from time to time.
How?
How what?
How you see me?
Just the way you think.
That way?
That way.
No.
Mary, you know what I want. I know what I want. So just tell me how much I can have.
How much? Let's see, you saved my sister from a loveless marriage. One time.
One time.
One time.
Mary.
The issue is non-negotiable.
Mary.
No negotiations.
All right. One time. We'll leave Friday afternoon at 4, and I'll have you back by 9 o'clock Monday morning at your house.
That's a whole weekend.
Right.
Well, a whole weekend's not one time. That's not one time. That's many times. A whole weekend is many short times strung into one long time. I meant one long time, not one long short time. No, wait a minute. I meant one long short time, not one long time. And Dennis, there are no options or negotiations here.
Mary, listen to me.
Yes or no?
Mary, I want you so much it hurts. Now, I don't think either of us would be satisfied with one time. I think
I would. Yes or no?
All right. You win.
Does that mean yes?
It means yes. You've got a deal.
No, wait a minute. Is this for one long time or one long short time?
It's for one long, short time.
I've saved my sister from a fate worse than death.
You hardly had any dinner at all tonight, Charles.
Well, Muriel, it ain't every day that a man gets to talk to a son he never even laid eyes on.
Oh, honey, bless your little heart. I'll just take these pencils for you all day today.
call should be coming any minute now.
Well, what am I going to say to him? How am I going to talk to him? I don't even know nothing about him.
Honey, you're gonna be fine. All you have to do is just be your own sweet little self. Honey, you two are gonna take each other just like two hogs take the swill. Yeah, just relax, Charles.
I can't move. I'm glued to the spot.
I'll get it. Hello? Yes, operator. I'll accept the call. I hope you don't mind, Charles. I had him call collect.
No, sure.
Hello, Bina? Yeah. Hi. Is Timmy there? Right here. Put him on. Hi, Timmy.
Hi, Muriel.
How you doing?
Fine.
Good. Your father's right here waiting to speak to you. Charles, I'd like you to meet your son, Timmy.
Timmy? Uh, uh, son? Son, how are you, son?
Hi, Dad.
Well, son, hi to you and all the way up there in Saskatoon, Alaska.
Yeah.
Well, son.
Yeah, Dad?
Well, how are you?
Real fine.
Real fine, huh? He says he's real fine. That's real fine that you're fine.
I sure heard a lot about you.
You have? Well, I haven't heard near enough about you, son. Why don't you tell me something about yourself?
Okay, what would you like to know?
Uh, how tall are you?
I'm 5'3". I'm 5'7". I mean 5'7".
Oh, that's real tall for a boy your age, son. I bet when you grow up, you're going to be over 6 foot.
I guess so, Daddy. Real tall. Like you are.
Do you like sports?
Not really. I'd rather, yeah, I love sports.
Chip off the old block, huh? Well, tell me something. What kind of sports do you like the best?
Well, I like all sports. I'm really good at, yeah, I'm really good at football.
Football. A real man, huh?
Yeah, Dad, just like you. That's all I want to be. It's just like you.
No kidding. He's a little devil. He says he just all he wants to be is like me.
Mom showed me a lot of pictures of you from before I was born. You know, you're real handsome. I can't wait to meet you.
Well, son, I want to see you here in Fernwood just as fast as you can pack your dust.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, huh? Son, I want to see you. I want you on the next plane heading east.
The next plane? There isn't another plane out of Saskatoon, until 4 days from now.
Well, I want you on it, son. I'll send you the money tomorrow.
I'm gonna see you in 4 days? Wow.
4 days. That's right. That's right, Tim. And Tim, I don't know how to say this, but well, I guess you're not too old for me to send you this over the phone.
Oh, yeah, this is for you. That was a big hug.
Goodbye, son. I'll see you in 4 days.
Bye, Dad.
Oh, Charlie, that was the most beautiful conversation I've ever heard happen. I don't care if it was collect.
I have me a son, Loretta. I have me a son.
Let's just take this from the beginning. Loretta and Charlie come home and are misled pretty successfully by Muriel. They get that last check, and that is a good sign for them. Of course, they get the exact opposite news from what Clyde said, that they still have potential for a real big career. That's definitely not what Clyde said. But Muriel definitely is looking to milk them for as much as she can get. Then with the Hartmans, we come back and Mary is dreading to see Loretta because of the clear loss of career. Of course, that is the opposite reaction from when Loretta actually shows up. It was sweet to see them reuniting. That was very nice. Then we cut to a flashback of that scene that I'd been wondering about. It probably happened right after that one episode when Mary was on all the drugs. Here she was remarkably together, so they kind of just omitted the fact that she was high on a lot of different improvised medications, but we actually see a verbal negotiation for a night with Dennis. And then we cut back to that scene with Charlie and Loretta, and we see Muriel fielding Bina's call and little fake Timmy. And, I think that they cast black actors here so that it would make it fairly clear that Timmy had no biological relation to Muriel and Charlie together. I mean, I think white parents can have children that are black, but usually there's some genetic stuff going on that uh, I don't really understand. So, but basically, yeah, we know for sure that Timmy is not Charlie's son. Charlie does not know that. So I guess we'll see what happens in a few days. And by a few days, I mean whenever it actually happens that Timmy's meeting with Charlie occurs. We don't actually cut to the scene with Dennis and Mary. Apparently, that's later Thursday, and by later Thursday, I mean possibly tomorrow, Friday. So I guess we'll see what happens there. I'm dreading it just a bit because, I think if you've been watching a while, you know how I feel about Dennis. And Mary, well, she is sacrificing herself for her sister, and I understand that is a selfless urge, not selfish, selfless. The opposite. Anyway, that was the April 22nd episode of Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. Thank you for spending some time with me, and we will see you tomorrow night in Fernwood.